And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside this time with Coach Hoosie. And Coach, this is your first round here of the game plan. Are you excited? Are you a talkator?
Yeah, I definitely excited to be here with some of our boys tonight and be talking football. And I get to teach some media classes at the high school, so this is pretty familiar in my wheelhouse of things. So
So,
yeah,
so media. What are you teaching? Are you teaching journalism? What do you normally teach?
we do a little bit of production, shooting, and then they get to do editing with Final Cut Pro software on our new Mac computer. So they learn a little bit of the whole process of what it takes to, get a good shot, work with the audio, the video, do some editing, and come together with a final finished project.
Man, we should all work together and get
We
them to come
should.
out here to start coming up and helping out. We'd love
Absolutely,
that. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of goal that I kind of trying to produce. I want to, I've got Reese over here. He's our intern this year, and so I kind of want to build and kind of build this up to where it brings into a whole bunch of students that can kind of join into the field if they want to do it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I love this. I mean, I was born and raised here in Gillette, and this is one of the first times I've seen something like this where you get the players, coaches out and get talking, and really just brings the community together. And I think it's an awesome event to do. So keep up the good work.
well, appreciate that. But, Coach, obviously, not the way you guys wanted to play against Sheridan. I mean, first off, started up, you were 7-0. Then all of a sudden, getting a nice field goal in, you're up 10-0. It kind of just felt like everything was just going your way. And then all of a sudden, things just kind of switched because, it Sheridan, they figure out ways to start shutting you guys down. What was one of the big key factors that you kind of saw that kind of may have eliminated maybe some of your offense?
Well, I think they have a great staff over at Sheridan. They make adjustments just like any program does at half when you're down. We had some good moments of success on offense. Our defense was flying around, and then you go into second half and it's basically 0-0. So they made adjustments on the offense where they had some different plays. They did a lot more running, and we had a few mishaps on defense. And then with offense, it comes to making plays, and we had some great drives down there at the
Hmm.
end, and they came up with the ball interception, and that's the way it goes. Sometimes you can draw up a perfect play 100%, but you got to remember there's a defense out there that's really good as well too. So um, much credit to Sheridan. They've built quite the program there, and we're moving forward and getting ready for Cheyenne East this week, and um, it's another week and final regular season game before playoffs, so we're excited.
When we kind of look at the standings right now, it kind of feels like obviously, Sheridan's at the 1 seed, then you have you at the 2, and then East right now at the 3, and this is a big game in the sense of playoff seeding because a win, you guys play Laramie in this situation. A loss, you guys play Thunder Basin, which is a team that I know in the instance, it kind of feels like you guys don't want to face them at that time because Thunder Basin, kind of kept it close, kind of in that same realm in that way. Is there a certain matchup that you're kind of looking for, or in those senses?
Yeah, I mean, you look forward in the future and you look at all the possible matchups and scenarios that you're going to get or not get, and what it comes down to is focusing on 1 week at a time. And we know East is a tough team, especially down in Cheyenne. So we definitely want to go down there and fight like hell and
Hmm.
come out of that whichever we're going to, whether we're 2 or 3 seed.
Right.
That just we want to finish the season strong, heading into playoffs, and make sure that we are ready. We do have a tougher schedule at the end. With playing Sheridan and East, those
Yeah.
are they're top seeds in the state, and that definitely tests our ability to have the fortitude to finish the season strong. I mean, we've got really gritty players that
Absolutely.
a lot of our games this season, it's come down to the end where our guys have came out on top. The grit shows, and a lot of those games could flip either way, where you lose those and kind of takes your will out a little bit. But
Hmm.
like I've told those guys, I mean, that takes a lot of grit to stay in there all the way to the fourth quarter and finish it out. So that's just going to be our mindset moving forward. Is keep doing what we can do. keep being gritty and let the chips fall where they fall.
It's like deja vu because it was the same scenario last year. It was a win. You guys face off, I believe it was Laramie last season as well, or no, last year it actually was Rock Springs in that situation. But a loss, then you're playing Thunder Basin in that situation as well too, because you were kind of in that same moment against East last year as well. I mean, this last year it was at home. This year now you guys have to go on the road to them on senior night. What changes things are you guys going to work on, especially coming after that Sheridan loss? Is there any expectation things that you guys have fixed going into Friday night's game?
Well, each opponent's different. We watch film, we analyze what they're doing on offense, defense, special teams, and we prepare our game plan around that. Definitely playing away. They're gonna be itching for a win on their senior night and looking for a little revenge from last year. But that doesn't change the way we prepare. We go into each week with the mindset of what do we need to do on offense, what do we need to do on defense, and just play the best of our ability. I mean, every team towards the end of the season, they're ready for playoffs. They're getting all their ducks in a row, and they're playing some of the best football out there. We've seen that in the last couple of weeks. So it's not going to be anything we do prepare differently. We got a great head coach, a great DC, a great coaching staff that, we watch a lot of film, go in there and analyze scouting reports, see what they do on offense, and try and emulate that and give us the best look each week. So.
Well, Coach, we'll keep diving into a little bit more of East coming up in a little bit, but tell us who we've got here today for with us.
All righty, tonight we got a couple of our seniors. We got Carson Eichscheid, Daniel Dixon, and then one of our juniors, Mr. Matthew Shutt.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk with them coming up. We'll start with Matthew, as we will be right back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here from Pizza Ranch.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. Our team is committed to craftsmanship, consistency, and care, bringing out the best in every property we serve. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
At TCRI Energy Services, we know success starts with setting goals and working hard to reach them. That's why we're proud to support the athletes of Campbell County as they chase their dreams this season. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, dedication and teamwork make all the difference. From all of us at TCRI Energy Services, good luck, athletes. Keep pushing forward, stay focused, and remember, every goal achieved is a step towards success.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality and sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beauty Rest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas Highway.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. From weekly mowing to complete property care, our clients trust us because we treat every lawn like it's our own. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Looking to control access to your property? Trust GateTech, your premier access control partner. With over 20 years of experience, GateTech offers custom-designed automated gates for sale or rent, backed by long-term service agreements. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or residential, we build systems that fit your needs and your budget. From simple remote entry to systems you can control from anywhere in the world, we've got you covered. Call 307-939-GATE or email gatetech@westernserviceswi.com.
Listen up, folks. It's Kelly from TNT Guns and Ammo, where we've got more gear than a tackle box at a fishing convention. Oh, wait, we're not a fishing store. But whether you're prepping for hunting season or just like the smell of gunpowder in the morning, we've got you covered. Guns, ammo, reloading equipment, you bet. And don't forget our shooting range. It's open to the public and a perfect place to dial in before your big hunt. So grab your buddies, your boots, and your best aim and come see us today at TNT Guns and Ammo. We're 5 miles east of Wyandotte on Highway 51, and we're worth the drive.
Are you nervous about visiting the dentist? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we understand and we've got you covered with safe and effective IV sedation. Relax and let us take care of your smile while you stay calm and comfortable. Bighorn Dental Clinic, professional service, personalized care.
Looking for a way to straighten your smile without the hassle of traditional braces? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we're proud to offer Invisalign, the clear, comfortable, and effective solution to straightening your teeth. bighorndental.com.
Looking for exceptional dental.
Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. Is Monday Night Football going on, and my fantasy team is in a mess-up situation right now. How's your fantasy team going, Matthew?
Not great.
Not great. You say
No.
that with the biggest smile on your face.
You know, we're getting there though.
You're getting there?
Hopefully Baker goes and scores here.
Hopefully Baker goes and scores. No, I don't need that to happen. I'm like, Gibbs has already really crushed my heart right now, and like if he keeps scoring and doing it, and like he's already at 39 points, 39, 36 points.
Yeah.
I don't need Baker to get 20 tonight, all right?
God, I did.
I don't, okay? Unfortunately, you're going to take one for the team this week, all right?
Yeah.
Probably won't. You'll probably get your 20 here pretty quick, but anyways, well, obviously taking a look kind of at the Campbell season so far. I know we talked a little bit beforehand, probably a couple weeks ago, things like that. How do you think you guys really fought the adversity against Sheridan this past week?
I think we did really well, especially as a group, as a O-line. Just the group itself, they've shown themselves. I don't know, got a penalty. Actually, no, we did. We got one penalty against Sheridan. For us, that's honestly really good.
Yeah, I was impressed because that whole week we were talking about last week, we were talking about limiting penalties because that was going to be the way to get it done. But then it kind of felt like it went into like a turnover battle in those situations. You know, it's always said that coaches are like, if you're negative in the turnover differential, you're never going to win, those types of things.
Yeah.
You feel like that kind of turned into that way?
Yeah, it 100% does. Our coach actually keeps showing us a stat. 97% of the games, whoever has like won the turnover battle, usually 97% of the time they actually win the game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, makes sense. But a lot of us did fight hard for that, and disappointed to see how it went, but happy that we know that we can go and beat them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those situations because, I mean, it just kind of felt like Sheridan kind of changed their game plan a little bit. They decided to go away from Adams, and they went more to Hoswell, however you say his name. And they decided to go more to him. When they started doing that, did the defensive plan kind of change up a little bit, or were you guys really still trying to kind of focus on a pass and then try to focus more on that run situation?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely did change. We try to focus on the run ending that because they're a really good running team. But yeah, we knew that if we were going to win, we're going to have to stop the run.
Yeah.
Didn't end up that way.
No, and I mean it happens sometimes, but you know, as I was talking with Coach, it's a little deja vu moment now. You know, you get a face off Cheyenne East, and you win. You get to be the 2 seed. You lose, you're the 3. You're still home. You know, still got that home field advantage in that spot. The only weird spot in this situation is that it's like the playoffs are kind of interesting in this case of point, because last year, you know, obviously you beat East, then you had to play Rock Springs, you beat Rock Springs, and then you got to play, you know, East. It kind of feels like you're not going to escape East no matter what in this situation as well too for the playoffs, depending on how the games go, right? You're either playing Laramie game 1 or you're going to play Thunder Basin game 1, but then you still have East and or Laramie or whoever, you know, whoever wins in that situation. When you kind of look at that in that whole perspective, what's been like kind of the main focus for you guys? Has it just been like focus on this game one time at a time? I mean, you're going into a hostile environment. What's been the momentum going for forward?
Usually it's one game at a time. You know, it's week by week, nameless, faceless opponents usually. So really it doesn't matter who we play at any given week. We're watching film on them. We know what they're going to do, and then we just rep it out during practice and rinse and repeat for most.
You know, you talked about the run game. They've got a guy in Zawada who just runs all over the place. He definitely he's up there. If it wasn't for, you know, Hudson for Thunder Basin kind of going off in the passing game, he would be up there in the all-purpose yards as well. But when you look at Zawada in that offense, what are things you guys have to do to stop him? Are you going to have to pressure him a little more? What are you guys going to have to do?
Definitely pressure him. You got always with quarterbacks like that, you always got to keep them off their game, keep them off balance, and then make sure he doesn't get out of the. Make sure he's. I don't know. It's kind of hard because
it's kind of hard to justify on what to do.
For
right?
someone getting, if you want to always get him out of the pocket for a pass play, but at the same time with a quarterback that's good at running, it's a tricky situation. So
absolutely. Well, what's your 3 biggest keys to the game against East this week?
Get clean blocks. Usually that's the goal for everyone. Keep your head high, no matter how it's going, no matter what it looks like. Just make sure you're keeping your head high, and then limit penalties.
Yes.
So
yeah. That's a big one. I kind of felt like you guys also forced a lot of penalties for Sheridan. I mean, in those cases. So you kind of had them up, kind of going the way that you guys needed to. And then now it's, you know, Sheridan's still unbeaten. They're going to be, they're going to try to get a big win this weekend as well, too. And try to be undefeated going into going into the playoffs again. And now it's like, well, now you got another chance. You just got to win out to get them back.
Yeah, that's always our goal.
So, absolutely. Well, Matthew, we appreciate your time and best of luck against East coming up on Friday night.
Thank you.
Awesome. More of the Gillette Game Plan to come in here live at Pizza Ranch. We'll be back after this.
Looking for exceptional dental care? Powder River Dental is here for you. We are a dedicated team that is committed to creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Whether it is a routine checkup, more involved dental treatments, Invisalign, or implants, our friendly professionals ensure you and your family leave with a smile. Visit us today and discover why Powder River Dental is a trusted choice in your community. Call us at 682-6655 or 682-6771 to schedule your appointment. Come visit the good guys and a gal where our patients are family.
Score big this fall with BlackRock Advanced Medical Imaging. Our state-of-the-art X-ray and MRI scans deliver crystal clear results faster than a quarterback sneak. With timely scheduling, we'll get you in and out with ease. Trust our expert team to keep you in the game with precise, detailed images and compassionate care. Visit blackrockmri.com or call 682-8228 to schedule your appointment today. BlackRock Advanced Medical Imaging, your health, our precision.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenience stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. We take pride in every project, big or small, because your outdoor space should be a source of joy and beauty. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Craving pizza, chicken, and all your favorites in one place? Round up the crew and head to Pizza Ranch. Dig into our legendary buffet, fresh pizzas, crispy chicken, hearty sides, and our famous cactus bread.
Hooray!
After you fill your plate, hit the Fun Zone Arcade, packed with games for all ages and loads of prizes. Great food, great fun, all in one place. That's the Pizza Ranch way. Pizza Ranch. Right on in. Saddle up. Eat well. 1000 West 2nd Street next to Thunder Basin Ford.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. Our team is committed to craftsmanship, consistency, and care, bringing out the best in every property we serve. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
At TCRI Energy Services, we know success starts with setting goals and working hard to reach them. That's why we're proud to support the athletes of Campbell County as they chase their dreams this season. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, dedication and teamwork make all the difference. From all of us at TCRI Energy Services, good luck, athletes. Keep pushing forward, stay focused, and remember, every goal achieved is a step towards success.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality. Sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beauty Rest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas Highway.
Fall is.
And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch. And this time here with Dixon. And how are you doing?
Good.
Doing good? How'd your Clash of Clans game go?
Not great. I mean, I had to cut it a little short, but
You had to cut it a little short. I know you had to come get on air with me, but I'm guessing you ended up losing because you had to come talk to me, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's okay though. I think this was little more important.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah. So, what's your record? I think everyone wants to know what's your record in Clash of Clans.
I have no idea what. It's a big number.
It's a big number.
I think I have one.
How many losses have you had?
I have no idea how many losses I have, but
It's a big number too, isn't it?
Yeah, I have like
Oh.
1,600 wins.
So we'll say
Know
you're
that?
even,
Yeah.
1,600 to 1,600.
Yeah, we'll say I'm 1-to-1 win.
1-to-1 win ratio. I love it. Well, obviously you guys had some issues against Sheridan in the second half. First half, it kind of felt like everything was just going the way that you guys wanted it to. It felt like, it was 10-0. Everything was just working. Defense was pressuring really well against Adams and Oswell. Everything just kind of felt like it was just clicking. What ended up not clicking in the second half? Do you know?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just. It could be attested to really just a couple of plays where it's just crucial mistakes and they capitalize on it. We had a game plan to get them out of their base offense, the stuff they like to be in, and we had accomplished that. We got them out of their normal formations, and we had to put them into a situation where they, like you said, took Adams out and put Aswell in and started running their Wildcat, and that is something that we game planned for because that's what we wanted. We wanted to get them out of where they're comfortable. But turned out that we weren't exactly quite as ready to stop that the Wildcat formation, and that's kind of where it just went downhill for us defensively.
That Wildcat formation, it kind of feels like, Kelly Walsh ran it a little bit, with that wing T offense, and then sometimes they threw the Wildcat. But you haven't really seen a lot of teams doing that so much this year. Natrona County didn't really do it this year. Laramie doesn't really do it. Kind of feels like a lot of teams kind of got away from it this year. Do you kind of feel that same way?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, even Rock Springs, a notorious wing T offense, they when they played Sheridan, they went ahead and passed the ball, and it turned out quite well for them. And it's just the Wyoming football is kind of evolving now out of that kind of wing T run-based offenses. People are starting to spread out, and it just becomes a lot more complicated game because if you game plan for those spread formations, the outside run like Sheridan has, then you're going to get met with that Wildcat, and if you're not ready, that's where they catch you.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely where they catch you. I mean, because it's just they've just been so good with the run game. Head coach Jeff Mallory, it just kind of feels like in his years that he's been the head coach at Sheridan, it just kind of feels like even when they're down, they still figure out ways to come back, win, and get the job done. And then it's also, once they had the lead, they just never looked back in those cases. Do you kind of feel that was kind of the case?
Yeah, I mean, that is a massive thing about Sheridan and their success is just their halftime game planning, their reactions to what they're seeing, and just making good adjustments. And really what happened is, I mean, they beat us in the halftime adjustment battle, and we had a couple crucial plays, like obviously the pick six and a couple of defensive moments that could have made that game have a completely different turnout. But the good part about that is we can look forward to the next time we see them, and just know that we need to be prepared for both types of their offenses.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you might get another chance at them in a championship game. You never know, but you got to get to that point in that, in those cases. So, but you can't look over East. I mean, this is an East team that kind of feels like it's, as we was talking with Coach, it's deja vu. This is the same situation that it was last year, except this time you guys have to go play at East, and you guys have to endure a long road trip. You have to endure senior night there at Cheyenne East this year. It was a dogfight till the very end last year. You think it's going to be about the same way?
I mean, I can't exactly predict how the game's going to turn out, but I think as far as the week started, we've got a good game plan in for them, and I think if things do end up going sideways for us at the start of the game, I think being their senior night and everything, we might be able to capitalize on the same thing that Sheridan did against us and make those halftime adjustments and, take a page out of their book to just be ready to adjust to whatever we may see, even if our, week-long game plan doesn't go exactly to the way we thought it would.
Right. You know, we were talking a little bit with Matthew about Zawada because, I mean, it just kind of feels like he is one of those guys that it's like Beck Hoswell. I mean, if you could figure out a way to stop him, then he's stopped and he has issues. But obviously, their game against Sheridan, they only lost by 7 in that case. And obviously, they want to get revenge on you guys and really kind of get the job done here. When you look at this game with Zawada, what are the key components for a win this week? Like what would be like the main things that you, if you were a coach right now, you would say, hey, if we could do this for the team right now, this is how we could possibly win this game?
I mean, obviously the main things, something that killed us last year is obviously denting pullers and being able to handle their counters with whether it's GT or GY with their fullbacks, and just making sure that we have our secondary defenders, our linebackers, mainly ready to dent pullers and do whatever we need to do to support the D line and help with run fits, because that's a massive part of Chinese offense. And at the same time, our DBs still have to be ready for passing over the top.
Yeah,
they're definitely not the easiest offense to defend, but I'm fully confident we'll be able to prepare and put something together that will be a good match for their offense.
You know, and then you also look at Keyshawn Brown as well. I mean, he's been one of the big guys for East. He scored about 12 touchdowns. Now, this is just all the stats from the previous week. The new stats aren't in there yet. They don't come out until tomorrow. But when you really kind of look at the scorers or the people that, you know, have been like the hot hands for East, what would you say some of those numbers might have been, maybe from watching film that has been like, hey, we got to dive deep into these guys besides Zawada and Keyshawn Brown? Has there been any others that you guys have kind of looked at?
Not exactly. I mean, their exterior wide receivers are definitely they're threats deep, and we can't keep our full focus on Zawada and Keyshawn Brown in the middle because they're capable of stretching it out. And
yes,
the thing is just keeping in mind that they're a versatile offense, and we're not going to be able to put all our eggs in one basket just to stop Keyshawn Brown or Hayden Zawada for running the ball. And you know, it's just balancing that. How much do we put into each type of thing? And I think in practice this week, we'll definitely be able to game plan and put something together for all parts of their offense.
Absolutely. Well, last question for you. What are big, quick 3 key things that you guys need to do to get the win? You know, we talked a lot about all the different things to get the job done, but what would you be your top 3 things to really like, we need to hone in these to make sure we win?
Well, I mean, just looking back at obviously that playoff game last year against them with our defense, a clear number 1 key is to just be able to control their GT counter and pullers and be able to get our run fits set straight with their complicated pulls and row one crafted runs. And then another huge key is obviously we talked about in film today, just knowing where their key players are at on the field at all times and being aware we're on defense, like always knowing where Keyshawn Brown is, always knowing who's the DB who might not have help over the top or anything like that, where we just got to be prepared for any weaknesses we may find. And I think finally it's just, especially for us, I mean, putting together a full game against Sheridan, we put together probably the best first half we've played all year. And then we kind of sloped off in the second half and struggled, especially in the fourth quarter, especially. And I think a massive key for our team is just putting together a full 4 quarters and playing our game all game.
Absolutely. Well, Daniel, we appreciate your time, and best of luck against East on Friday.
Awesome.
Awesome. We'll be back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan coming up. Here is Carson Eichscheid coming up after this.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. From weekly mowing to complete property care, our clients trust us because we treat every lawn like it's our own. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Looking to control access to your property? Trust GateTech, your premier access control partner. With over 20 years of experience, GateTech offers custom-designed automated gates for sale or rent, backed by long-term service agreements. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or residential, we build systems that fit your needs and your budget. From simple remote entry to systems you can control from anywhere in the world, we've got you covered. Call 307-939-GATE or email gatetech@westernserviceswi.com.
Listen up, folks. It's Kelly from TNT Guns and Ammo, where we've got more gear than a tackle box at a fishing convention. Oh, wait, we're not a fishing store. But whether you're prepping for hunting season or just like the smell of gunpowder in the morning, we've got you covered. Guns, ammo, reloading equipment, you bet. And don't forget our shooting range. It's open to the public and a perfect place to dial in before your big hunt. So grab your buddies, your boots, and your best aim and come see us today at TNT Guns and Ammo. We're 5 miles east of Wyandotte on Highway 51, and we're worth the drive.
Are you nervous about visiting the dentist? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we understand and we've got you covered with safe and effective IV sedation. Relax and let us take care of your smile while you stay calm and comfortable. Bighorn Dental Clinic, professional service, personalized care.
Looking for a way to straighten your smile without the hassle of traditional braces? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we're proud to offer Invisalign, the clear, comfortable, and effective solution to straightening your teeth. BighornDental.com.
Looking for
And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan. Chase Horsley here, going 2-0 against my man, my color analyst, and my best friend, Derek Starkey. Sorry about that, buddy. Back here with Carson Eichscheid with us. And Carson, I mean, we've now talked, what, last week, this week, and I think we're just going to talk the rest of the week, the rest of the year now, huh?
I could deal with that.
You can deal with that? I love it. Well, Carson, you came away with a pretty big field goal at the time. Kicking one, and obviously we've talked about you being a really good kicker, been really good under pressure. In that kicking moment, was there any pressure on you at all? Were you just like, I'm just gonna do me?
No, I felt comfortable with my field goal unit out there. I trust those guys to block for me. Snap was perfect, hold was perfect, and we all did our job, and it worked out just fine.
Yeah, we've kind of talked about your field goal kicking. What you said you've kicked from like 50 plus one time that you just kind of in practice. What was the high that you said wasn't on video?
I think 60.
60. Have you been able to get 60 on video yet?
Nope, I haven't.
Oh, come on, man. I want to see it. We got to, at some point, we're going to have to video it and put it on the show. Be like, hey, there you go. Get you famous on TikTok, A 60-yard field goal. You never know what happens in that case.
Never know, I guess, yeah.
Man, so it's kind of crazy on that. Oh, getting a phone call. All the fun, crazy things. But tell me a little bit about your perspective on how you saw the game in your eyes against Sheridan this past week.
I think we had our strong points as a defense and an offense as a special teams. The whole team had a great first half, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Offense looked amazing. Coulter Lang played great, distributed the ball very evenly to all the receivers. Dane Wasson, we it's kind of a running joke. He just doesn't always seem to end up with the ball a lot, and even he got some love.
Yeah,
so that was good to see.
That was awesome to see.
He ran for a couple yards, handed it off, which I know he doesn't always like to do, but
Yeah.
even James Holland got a little love, and the O-line looked great. So offensively, first half looked great, and we just got to put a full game together as a full team.
What do you think happened in the second half?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I don't know. We always
Isn't that the $1 million question a lot of times?
we always seem to be a second half team, and this last week we seemed to be a first half team. I wasn't sure.
I know. I was kind of shocked. I was like, man, I kind of, at some point I was like, half of me was just kind of expecting it to go the other way and be like, oh, okay, maybe Sheridan's up at this point. And then defense, kind of felt like everything was going good the way that you wanted it to. Obviously senior night festivities happened as well. At some point, and we don't want to blame senior festivities, but do you think that might have killed a little momentum coming for you guys, or do you guys think you guys were still playing with hard, like you still had full force going for you?
I don't think it killed any momentum. I think the halftime it just skewed our normal process, our normal routine. I think it threw us off a little bit, and I think everything needs to be almost identical to the week before and the week before that.
Do you kind of wish you would have played Sheridan a lot earlier in the season instead of maybe having that senior night game?
Maybe not the first couple weeks. I think it'd be good. It's always good to see the better teams in the latter half of the season for some better football on either side. But I think a couple weeks ago would have been perfect.
A couple weeks.
Even this week would have been fine for me.
Yeah.
I think that the senior festivities and then having a couple days off for those parent-teacher conferences threw us off as a whole.
Yeah, that was also kind of crazy because what, did you guys still practice every single day with that? Or
Yeah, I think we got a little bit extra practice in.
Yeah.
Starting maybe a half hour earlier, but.
So how does practice look like so far for this week against East?
I think we came out today unsure of what we were going to see from the coaching staff, and they're putting the team into our hands, and I think this week, starting tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of tenacity, a lot of teammates coming out wanting to never feel that feeling again that we saw on Friday night after senior night.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to lose another game.
And I mean, I wouldn't blame you guys. I wouldn't want to lose another game too if I was on the squad too. I mean, it just, as a broadcaster, you kind of get involved with the team and certain things, and even though you're technically not supposed to,
for sure.
It's like when you've been calling them for so long, you just like you don't want to lose, like you just want to keep going. Like it was the same thing with the Rough Riders when I was calling them for their 90+ games that they played. You kind of just like build that connection with them, and then you're like, when they lose, you're just like, oh, what? You go sad dog vibe. On just all those kind of those scenarios. It's kind of crazy, But locker room vibes at halftime, do you think they were pretty good? I mean, obviously, I know you didn't get the full prep that you guys wanted, but do you think they were still kind of good?
I think they're positive. I could see it on some of my teammates. We were almost shocked about how well we were doing because we've never come out swinging that hard, I don't think, and especially against that formidable of an opponent.
Right.
Everybody was a little bit shocked, but the guys there was nobody down, I should say. Everybody was either happy or unsure, and then got to the point where they're ready to go.
We've talked about Zawada, we've talked about Keyshawn Brown because, I mean, those have been the big guys for Cheyennes. Those have been the dudes. Those have been the guys who have been making the big playmakers, but you also can't forget about the tight ends, the other wide receivers, because once you start double teaming, certain people, then that's when other things kind of get open. I asked Dixon kind of the question about, like, is there any other person that you've kind of seen that has made some big plays for East that you guys are like, okay, we really need to watch what he does, maybe put a spy or something like that on that?
Oh, no need for a spy on any of those other guys, really. But I'm not discrediting.
No, I know,
discrediting
absolutely.
anybody, but I do believe those two are definitely their top two threats that we're going to keep an eye on all game. Like you said, trying to find them on the field, know where they're at and what they're doing. We've seen some interesting motions from Brown that might be a little indicator. Hey, maybe watch him on this play. But I think just the key to the game is going to be making sure we rally to the ball and play a full game, like Dixon also said. It's something we've been missing all season. We've put up a pretty good half here, maybe 3 quarters, but never that fourth.
Yeah, never that fourth, and it just kind of feels like it just keeps trailing back left and right. It's kind of like it kind of feels like it's kind of that same scenario with, I was talking with Thunder Basin about it the exact same way, and it kind of feels like you guys are both kind of interclining in that same way. What do you guys need to do to kind of step above that situation?
I think it's a mental block for some of us. I'm not sure if it's one you can really control. You just have to go out there with the attitude that I'm going to win or I'm not going to lose, whatever it may be. That's my mentality most of the time. Personally, I'm not sure. Some other guys that, like Coulter in the offense, they might need to be more calm, thinking, all right, I need to do my assignment a little bit more. But the defense as a whole, everybody's playing a little bit more loose, flying around, more aggressive.
Some games against Cheyenne East, Laramie, obviously it was a 55-0 win, South 66-0. They win Thunder Basin 31-14, but really that game really kind of got down to the end of the wire. I mean, that's when East in that second half, we talked second half, that's when they scored a lot of their points due to a few turnovers from Thunder Basin, but Thunder Basin was actually in the lead in that game. Just kind of lost it at the end. A close game against Sheridan as well. Close game against Natrona. They take down Kelly Walsh pretty easily, and then a big win over Central, and then they won last week as well too. But when you kind of look at all the different things in all the different ways, I know that there's YouTube, there like with all the different teams, you can go back and you can watch all the film you want because there's YouTube, there's other medias that are kind of in that situation. Have you done any of that type of prep, or are you just kind of watching the game film that's been kind of sent to you guys?
We're sent almost all the film from around the state, and usually I would say most of us spend a solid couple hours at a minimum every week watching film, trying to prepare. And we come into Monday meetings with some different ideas from each other and bounce them off each other. And then obviously we're coached up from coaches watching many times more. But like you said, a lot of East games have been close. Like many games around the state, the whole state's level of football has been stepped up. So there's nobody in the top 8 teams, and even Rock Springs sitting maybe not making playoffs, looking pretty decent as a football team as a whole.
Yeah. No, it's Rock Springs and Kelly Walsh this weekend. Whoever wins that makes playoffs. So that 8 seed's all still on the line for Rock Springs or Kelly Walsh. Whoever wins that one is in. It's kind of crazy in that aspect, which is weird. Obviously, South is out already, but that's the only team that has, the only team that's out. Everyone else still is kind of playing for a playoff position. You guys are fighting for the 2 seed. Cheyenne East is fighting for the 3. Natrona and Cheyenne Central both are going to be the 4 and the 5. Whoever wins this weekend is just going to get home field for that one game. It's going back for a rematch, so it doesn't matter on that case and scenario. So when you kind of look at playoffs in a perspective, is there anything in your mind that you're going to kind of be looking at, thinking about, or are you just kind of focusing on yourself, focusing more on, the team aspect of things?
Team aspect, definitely. Even just playing defense, I try and help out the offense. Playing some scout team a lot, we try and get them a really good look. Doing whatever you can for any part of the team, special teams, and even the defense, holding each other accountable.
What are 3 big key things that you really want to have this team focus on coming up against East this weekend?
Well, like we said, biggest thing what we've been looking for all season is putting together a full game for 4 quarters of football. And I would say the other 2 are going to be discipline with the fouls, and then keeping disciplined eyes and staying home. Like every week, we need to, as a whole, keep doing those things on defense and offense.
Yeah.
I think they just need to keep playing with confidence. That's a huge thing.
Absolutely. Well, Carson, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much again for coming and chatting with me again, and I will see you guys on Friday.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Awesome. More of the Gillette Game Plan wrap-up coming your way with Coach Husey coming up after this.
When it comes to purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle, White's Frontier Motors makes buying locally easy. Their lot is filled with only the best new Chevy and GMC vehicles. Or are you looking for pre-owned? White's Frontier Motors has you covered. They have a vehicle for every budget. Stop by 444 Skyline Drive or browse their inventory at whitesfrontier.com. Don't forget their $1,000 price match guarantee. White's Frontier Motors, proud supporter of our local businesses, students, and athletes. 682-8851.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. We take pride in every project, big or small, because your outdoor space should be a source of joy and beauty. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Craving pizza, chicken, and all your favorites in one place? Round up the crew and head to Pizza Ranch. Dig into our legendary buffet, fresh pizzas, crispy chicken, hearty sides, and our famous cactus bread.
Hooray!
After you fill your plate, hit the Fun Zone Arcade, packed with games for all ages and loads of prizes. Great food, great fun, all in one place. That's the Pizza Ranch way. Pizza Ranch. Ride on in, saddle up, eat well. 1000 West 2nd Street next to Thunder Basin Ford.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. Our team is committed to craftsmanship, consistency, and care, bringing out the best in every property we serve. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
At TCRI Energy Services, we know success starts with setting goals and working hard to reach them. That's why we're proud to support the athletes of Campbell County as they chase their dreams this season. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, dedication and teamwork make all the difference. From all of us at TCRI Energy Services, good luck, athletes. Keep pushing forward, stay focused, and remember, every goal achieved is a step towards success.
Save locally at Trends Furniture.
They give a better deal on better quality. Sell at a better price. They give a better deal on better quality. So good, you gotta say them twice.
The Mattress Center at Trends Furniture is a place you can shop in peace. Our non-commissioned sales team is here to provide outstanding service to get you a better deal on a new mattress or adjustable base to help you feel rested and energized. Trends Furniture offers payment plans on major brands like Beauty Rest mattresses. To get the best prices and a great night's sleep tonight, visit locally owned Trends Furniture at 408 South Douglas.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Strands Lawn.
And welcome back here with the Gillette Game Plan live here at Pizza Ranch as we are kind of wrapping things up here. As Coach, you've now heard from your players. You kind of heard what maybe key things are to really kind of get the win against Cheyenne East. But what did you kind of mostly pick up from them?
Well, I mean, you get towards the end of the regular season, and a lot of the guys know stuff that they've done well throughout the year and stuff that they still feel that they need to work on. I mean, our offensive linemen, beginning of the year, we had too many penalties, and that's something that they've prided themselves on as we get closer to the end of the season is, eliminate those penalties. And, we got guys that come in and they dedicate a lot of their time outside of school, outside of practice, sometimes during school when they should be working on class, but they watch, they have the ability to watch so much film. And we tell them, this is an opportunity to see tendencies from an opponent, and that's something we as coaches do, players do, and it just makes you a better all-around player because you see it on film, you see it on practice, and then you see it in the game, and it doesn't surprise you, and it's something that you're ready for, and so that's I see a lot of these guys ready to tackle their next opponent just by the prep that they're doing, the locked in we get when we are on scout team. I mean, we got guys that play both ways. They'll play scout team. They'll, to give us the best look as we can throughout the week. So they know what they have to do. They know what's expected of them from their coaches. And by the time Friday rolls around, we've done all the planning, the prepping, and it's on them to go out and execute what they've been working on all week. So
No, and that's kind of a lot of things. That's kind of the hard part sometimes is just trying to execute, doing what you have, what you've been planning all week. I mean, it's easier said than done, trying to really execute everything. Especially, you look at you could kind of turn this into more of like a college football or NFL example because you see so many teams now that should be beating certain teams, and then all of a sudden they just they're not. They just kind of like fall off. They can't play all 4 quarters. Kind of feels like that's how it's been. Not just with y'all, but with a lot of the high school teams this year.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's been a big key emphasis for us as a team is we've got these gritty wins throughout the season, and they see what it takes to get the win. But then just putting it all together for 4 quarters and seeing how really good you can be, and that comes with experience. That comes with time, and whether or not you get tested on that end of the season, beginning of the season, that just kind of way the cards fall. But we put a lot of time in with these kids, and they know what's at stake, especially the seniors. This is one of their last shots to possibly play high school football. So they're going to go out there and they're going to give it their all. And, we're really proud of everything they've done so far this season and just ready to finish the season strong. So
Absolutely. Taking a look again at the standings real fast. Basically, this is kind of what everything's going down for. Obviously, not week 6 anymore, week 7, but or whatever week we're on now, heading into week 9, I think, whatever it is. But obviously, Sheridan, a win puts Campbell County at home and home all the way till the championship game. A loss puts them at 3rd, and all depending on what East ends up doing at the 2 seed with that. But then you have Central and Natrona. They're 4 and the 5, no matter what, depending on who wins, who loses. That's who has home field advantage. And out of that game, that one's kind of crazy. Then you have Thunder Basin and Laramie, who have fighting for a 6 and a 7 seed. And then Kelly Walsh and Rock Springs. And I feel like it's kind of weird seeing that Rock Springs still has that chance to kind of jump up to get into the playoffs, but it all comes down to the final game. When you kind of look at just the last 2 fighting spots in those situations, you've played both teams. Would there be a prediction of who you think would come out on top?
Yeah, I don't know. We definitely very similar offenses when you look at Kelly Walsh, Rock Springs. Last week, week before, Rock Springs had a great matchup with Sheridan. So they have that ability to adjust and play tough against a really good team. Kelly Walsh is looking confident over their win over the Natrona in the Oil Bowl. I mean, that hasn't happened since I think 2016.
Yeah, it's been like 6 years or something.
You got some teams at the end that are ready to lay it all out there. And I think either one, whether or not we get the chance to play them down the road in the playoffs, I think would be a great matchup. Another shot. Even though you get to play them once during the regular season, it's a whole different team when it's the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're better, you're better, and it's just that's what's fun about high school football. It's not you only get to play them once. You might only play them once, but potentially you could play them again and be a whole different team. So that's fun. But yeah, wish either one of those teams the best of luck moving forward, and maybe we'll see you down the road. So
that's kind of the difference between here and back in Oklahoma. It's like you have so many different 4A teams, and only 4 make the playoffs, and then out of this district, and 4 make it out of this district, and so you're not playing the same people that you normally play throughout the season. So that's kind of the interesting part here. It's like you play everyone again if you make the playoffs. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got to play here as a Camel, born and raised here, and it was fun. I ran into a kid I played against. He was a quarterback for East, and he's coaching for South now. And it's really cool to be able to see down the road guys you played against and have conversations, and they still remember the old times when you guys played together and who won and who lost. And so that's what's cool about football is a lot of people, a lot of fun, and a lot of football.
Absolutely. A lot of football and a lot of football left coming up. Again, Campbell County will take on Cheyenne East coming up on Friday, game time at 6 p.m. You can find that on 97.3 Campbell FM, BasonsRadio.com, and also on YouTube, Basin Sports Network. Again, once we hit the playoffs, we are no longer allowed to show the games. You will see our lovely faces during those games just due to NFHS rights and things like that. So, unfortunately, you will have to stare at our face or listen to on the radio only on 97.3 Camel FM. Well, thank you guys again for coming and joining us here on the Gillette Game Plan here live at Pizza Ranch again every Tuesday night. We'll be back on Tuesday night with our special edition here on Monday. Appreciate you guys being flexible and doing this on Monday instead of tomorrow. Definitely appreciate it. So, Coach, thank you again, and we will talk with you on Friday night or next week.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Once again, for the final time, from Coach Husey to our producer, Reese Hagler, and from myself, Chase the Horseman Horsley, we will see you guys next time here on the Gillette Game Plan.